Shrink's back in the house. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're enjoying it after a week of work. If you're, it's much needed rest day for me. Always pretty bombed after a week of landscaping. After all, I ain't no spring chicken. 55, getting up there. Taking care of the body, though, that's for damn sure. Number one, health. Audio, way down the list. I just have knowledge regarding it. So I thought, hey, hell, why not make a channel and try to help others with the knowledge I've gained? And I can learn from others that come on and, have walked this path longer and deeper than me. But we're going to get into DACs and a brand that I knew about for years, just never had the opportunity to get it into that room, because what's said online, what's said on the publications, what's said by other YouTube reviewers does not matter at the end of the day, because you're the reviewer at the end. You're the one going to be making that decision in your space. So to me, when I used to watch it, I just consider it entertainment more than anything. And if that's what I am to you, so be it. I hope not, because that's really not my goal. My goal is to help all things audio, even right down to the feelings, what it can do to people, right? So, it was only a couple months ago, the brand Orchard Audio. Oh, God. I mean, what a guy Leo is, what a company it is. I mean, the guy's very graceful. He sent me a couple products. His latest premium Pecan Pie Streamer Premium, which isn't even shipping yet. I've already had it here. I actually bought it. And I was absolutely blown away by the presentation. The DAC itself is the star of the show. Because as I've talked about streamers so many times, guys, in the past, this is not an easy task to bring a streamer to market and have both things dialed in, sound quality, and most of all, the software. It's got to be the hardest thing to bring to market. And there's so many out there, right? But like I say, I've experienced many of the big guys that got that dialed in, and it's so important in the digital domain so you can enjoy your music. One little glitch and I'm gonna sell it. If it keeps happening, it's just, oh my God. All I want to do is listen to music. If it's slow, if it's sluggish, there's so many things, right? So unfortunately, there's a little bit of work to be done on that side of it. Basically, you can have it, with Rune Ready, or have Volumio, which is the app that I'm shocked, but it still needs work. It really does. It's just too hard to just play an album. Too many steps. Especially when I had already had the conductor, the arrender, and had the Bluos, and had the Inuus Sense. I keep saying Inuus, my favorite. If I was to direct someone to a streamer, presentation-wise. But the thing that stood out the most was the DAC. And as I've had a lot of DACs on my journey, but I've never went down the DAC rabbit hole and got onto the Chinese and just start getting all these cheap DACs in here. There's so many things that can actually really show itself when a DAC's been built properly. I mean, if a USB isn't implemented properly, it can actually damage equipment. You can hear pops between tracks and sample rate changes. If your DAC's doing that, get rid of it. There's an issue. Any high-end DAC there should be no noise when the sample rates are changing or track changing, anything like that. And I've experienced that in the past, and it was just like, really, should this be happening? So anyway, getting back to the DAC sound, guys, this is one hell of a, I just cannot believe how good it is. I believe it's an AKM R2R chip that he, has his own proprietary jitter and filters. But it was that really stood out, and I knew right away when I hooked it up to the system, it's like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like, the insight to the music, it's the word that I like to use, meaning it takes you deep into the music. The detail it's very unique, the way it sucks you into the music. It's not overly smooth because I don't want that, but I do want life to the music, and that's what this does. But it does it in a way that is never bright and never forward. It's so hard to explain because what happened, guys, is I ended up selling the premium streamer and asked them, it was a little confusing, do you actually have a DAC only? And that's what I bought. I got it in that form where you choose the RCAs, and I'm just running a coax into the bel canto Stream 2. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's the exact same presentation. I was hoping nothing was going to change. Sometimes, I don't know, for whatever reason, it's supposed to be the same, but just doesn't present that way. And the brain is a very powerful thing, as we all know in hi-fi. But guys, it's a component now that's going to stay. There's absolutely zero noise between album or sample rates. You know, it upsamples. It doesn't upsample, but it does what I need it to do. 24 192 high res files through Tidal, and it's just, man, beautiful little simple industrial looking box. Yeah, it does have a volume control, but that's it, and it can drive power amps. You know, he's got his beautiful little monos about to be released, but it's a great reference DAC for me. I've had some really expensive DACs, but I'm just gonna come out and say it, man. If you guys are looking for like a DAC it's just, I don't know, it's so good for the money. In this, the way this is the options, it's $775 US, man. Come on, that's cheaper than some of these Chinese DACs you can buy. This is hand built in USA. I mean, with his own proprietary technology, and I absolutely love it. And I know I said that about the premium streamer premium, but the glitches just haven't been sorted out. But that will be, because it's all online updates. I just didn't have the patience for that anymore, guys. I've been streaming for 15 years, so I've already been through all that, and it's just I expected a little better. But I'm telling you, get one of these DACs and report back, because it's a reference level DAC. I don't care about the prices, man. There's such thing as overbuilt units as well, where you got all these parts and all this stuff that you're paying for. I'm a believer in simplicity. I'm no engineer, but I just don't think there needs to be so much going on. I love this DAC. And you can see on the picture, it's very simple, doesn't take up any space. It's very well built, nice and heavy. And that's all I got to say about it, man. I'm so happy to own an Orchard Audio Pecan Pi Plus in the DAC only option. That's what I got here. It's staying. It's connected to the bel canto Stream 2, running into the line magnetic, into the totems. And it sounds absolutely incredible. The dynamics, the bass, the top end is just, it's the way I love it to be, with that perfect insight into the music, perfect detail and sparkle, but never harsh, ever. It's just, he's nailed it. And guess what, though? This thing is built with measurements only, and I've never been a fan of that, but I don't poo-poo anything saying that it has to measure great or I'm not going to buy it. Well, he builds sole purposes related to measurements only. So this thing here has proven to me that they're onto something when they say it all over these forums, which I don't participate in. The measurements do matter. Well, at the end of the day, it's the ears, because something could be tuned a way that you don't really like it. But this thing just sounds incredible, guys. I recommend it 100%. Any of you guys that may own any of his DACs in the past, please chime in on the comment section. Like and subscribe, and there's a super thanks down there if you want to support the channel. Love you all. Have a good weekend. Take care.